Hi Virgo, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. Ruth here with your May monthly intuitive reading. This is intuitive because I have no idea what this reading is going to be about. Could be love, could be anything. I do your love readings next week, so make sure you subscribe for notifications of that. The first card that we deal in this reading is going to give us an indication of what the main messages are, and they are ready, so I'm going to stop talking. Okay, so you are going to enter the month of May feeling this way. 8 of Cups. You've come into a realization when it comes to an emotional cycle that you've been dealing with. We had the impact of the supermoon. You can find details of that below. Just gives you the supermoon at the end of April. I give you a breakdown of the impact of that. It brings in clarity, and that's what's definitely happened with you. Let's look at what's driving this energy. Okay, so what's creating this energy on the surface is this energy of the Two of Pentacles, a decision that a decision that you had to make. You didn't want to make this decision. You did not want to make this decision. You were averse to it. You didn't necessarily refuse. Maybe you refused by walking away. Let's look at your past, your recent past. King of Cups. Again, it is the love I feel. You know, there was a decision in love. You've had love, strong feelings for somebody, deep feelings for somebody. But you made a decision to move away from them. It's not about moving. You know, sometimes we talk about this God is moving away. It's about the recognition of an emotional cycle, the recognition of the emotional impact of a specific situation. Clearly was causing some sense of imbalance, some sense of not chaos in your life, but you know, that those type of realizations, and it's linked to this energy of the King of Cups. This could be you. This could represent a water sign from your past. Let's look at the future energy where you're walking into in the month of you know, it is realizations in the month of May. We've got the Ten of Swords here. Just thank you. I was waiting for that. Thank you. This message is your spirit message here. This is an intuitive message. So each month there just seems to be a different message that wants to come through. This month it happens to be this message here. Last month it was a different message somewhere else. So that's your spirit message, and it's a light one. This energy is also lighter here. I can feel that. This energy here. These are your outcomes. So we'll leave those uncovered for, you know, this way for now, as not to distract us from what is to come. I'm just I'll clarify as I go. I'll know when to clarify. These are what we mean by intuitive. It just comes as it comes. There's no decisions. Okay, there's one more. Okay, this is interesting. Sometimes when I get I'll know. Another that's a clarifier. I think that's for that, but I leave it there for now. This one wants to be seen. Seven of Wands, and this is the bottom of the deck. Two of Swords. So I feel like you know, again, this energy of the twos. I feel like this energy of wanting to make a decision, trying to make a decision, refusing to make a decision. I feel there's a refusal to, or there was a refusal, or there has been a refusal to see something, to recognize something. That's the energy that I'm getting. I feel like there's been an energy of refusing to acknowledge something, refusing to see something, refusing to accept something. This could be you, this could be somebody else. I feel like that is this. I feel like this is, there was a refusal. There was a refusal to see, a refusal to accept, a refusal to acknowledge something. I feel like that is what is being walked away from. That is what's being not walked away from, acknowledged. You're acknowledging and understanding that I'm going to do this on this side and I'll tell you why in a second. You're acknowledging and understanding the pain, in a sense, that's being created, that you're creating for yourself by doing this, by refusing to acknowledge something, or by refusing to see something, or by refusing to accept something. It's like underlying energy of the Two of Pentacles. It's like you're putting energy into, or you have been putting energy into, staying committed to an idea, a passion, something that was creating instability. You know, whether it was a connection with another person that was creating instability, not in a toxic way, but I mean, your idea about her, your idea about him, your desire for her, your desire for him, in a sense, the refusal to see the reality, not even the refusal to make a decision, holding on to the desire beyond holding on to the desire longer than you knew you needed to. It's like you, in a sense, fooled yourself. Anyway, you're coming out of that energy of fooling yourself at the beginning of May. Now, I put these two energies here because sometimes, especially if it's a love relationship situation, this can represent the two people. And I feel like this represents you. And I feel like this represents the other person. There you go. So you've got the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Okay, interesting. Wow. There will be communication about love, about how you feel about love, about what you now understand and realize about this connection, laying down the swords, laying down the arms, laying down the battles, and just coming clean, just coming through, just expressing. It's like you or the other person is getting the message. You or the other person is getting the message. It could be like you have been being punished by the other person. It could be like, you know, you hurt them, and so they're now hurting you. This is them holding on to the pain, the hurt, you not understanding it, or vice versa. You know, you not understanding why you still can't let this go. They're not understanding why they still cannot let this go. And then obviously eventually this is like the communication of, okay, I'm letting it go. You know, I basically have been sort of holding, I've been holding on too tightly to something. I've been holding on too tightly to pretending that I can't see, to pretending that I don't know, to pretending that I don't feel, to pretending that I don't. Just a second. Tiny, give up, dog. Scratching. He likes to dig his bed in the carpet, or in the bed, or in wherever he is, in the street. That's him. He likes to dig his bed before he rolls over and sleep. It's like, mate, you're not outside in the bush. It's an instinct, I know. I do love him. You look good. See, like, there you go. That's good. Yay. Tiny's on telly for the first time. Everyone say hello to Tiny. We love you, Tiny. Yeah, we do. Get a picture of you. I hope you wait. Anyway, okay. Okay, Virgo. Sorry about that. So it's like they've been holding on, or you've been holding on to something that you didn't need to hold on to anymore. You know, as I said, it might have been a hurt from the past or whatever, but it's like we're moving away from the old stuff and we're starting again. You know, there's definitely good vibes. Like the energy definitely lightens. I can feel that here. The energy is definitely going to get lighter. Let's look at your recent past. You've got the King of Cups, feelings, Page of Swords, clarified by the Page of Swords. Looking at what you feel, looking at, there's an energy of suspicion, though. There's an energy of being suspicious of your feelings or being suspicious of somebody else's feelings. The signs we've got here, we've got air signs, so some of you could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we've got water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it doesn't matter. These are all energies that we all embody. So this is you being suspicious of a connection, or another person being suspicious, or the other person being suspicious of your connection. It's interesting because there could be a lot of cross watchers in this video. I feel like I'm getting it from two sides, from both sides. I feel like in this story, what's coming through very clearly is that you both have a lot to say to each other and neither of you are speaking. And it's almost like everyone wants to say their bit. Everyone basically wants to say on both sides. Everyone's trying to say, okay, I get it now. I understand why I was annoyed. I understand why I was thinking. I understand why I acted this way. I didn't mean that. I didn't want that. I'm sorry. I want us to be together. I love you. Like on both sides, it's like, in a way, it feels like, you know, it's because some of you maybe sense and feel that it's too late, whether you're the crosswatcher or the Virgo, I don't know, but I'm getting it from both sides. So I feel like there needs to be a compensation. No, do you know, I don't feel that. I feel like this is what we do, right? We try to interpret and try to move these energies along like the magician might do. We try to tell ourselves that we know when we don't know. We try to tell ourselves that we understand when we don't understand. And that's why these energies exist, because we have to get to a point where we can understand. And the Two of Swords is getting you to a point where you understand, where you know, where you can be clear about what it is you feel. So even though we might, in our sort of human form, we might think I'm experiencing Temperance, or I'm experiencing the Two of Swords, or I'm experiencing the Hanged Man. I want to move this on. I want to be the Knight of Swords. I want to go for it. But the energy is like, listen, this is the energy of the Hangman, babe. This is the energy of the Two of Swords, babe. So be in this energy. And it's kind of like it's about acknowledging I doubted how I felt. I'm not going to keep saying, or the crosswatcher, you know your life. I'm just going to tell the story. But I'm literally getting it from both sides. Literally from both sides right now. You were either suspicious of how you felt, or the people were suspicious of how they felt in the past. But clearly there was love. There's energies of, I feel there is balance on both sides, in a sense of like, I feel like you both look at each other, you both look for each other, you both look to each other. I feel that energy of keeping an eye on each other. I'm interested to see this, and I know this does clarify this now. The Two of Pentacles. This is the energy that's driving this instability. There was a level of instability, unstable relationship potentially. We've got the Pentacles energy, so that's where we put our energy and effort in order to manifest our security. It's also the discovery of who we are, of what we are, of the gifts that are within us, of the truths that are within us, is the Pentacles energy. And it's putting energy and effort into understanding the truths within us, like the Devil energy, right? Which represents Capricorn. Pentacles energy obviously represents our signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Because the earth is always about getting to the root, getting to beneath the ground, getting to understanding why the tree is there. How did the tree get there? How far do the roots go? What is it feeding on? That's what Pentacles energy is. And with the two, twos are about commitments and partnerships and balance and duality. So it's like being committed to two things, in a sense. It's like trying to put energy into, I love, but also I'm scared. So then if you put equal energy into both I love, and I'm scared, then which is going to, what are you going to manifest? What are you going to build? What's this tree going to look like? Yeah. So that's what you've been doing. I feel like you've been doing that. That's what's been going on in this situation. There's been I love, and I fear on both sides for both of you. Not one person loved and one person feared. Both people loved and both people feared. And so what was actually manifest was something that was not stable, and that led you to, both felt insecure. As I said, I'm getting this message from both sides. This is a clarifying card. And there is being a period of I wasn't going to say it this way, but this is the way that's coming to my mind. This is the way that is put in my mind. There's been a period of stagnation, but it's only in a way to strengthen. The stagnation has been in a way to strengthen you, to strengthen your handle on these pentacles, to strengthen your understanding, as I said, what is beneath the ground, what is you, what is real for you. It's like this period of indecision potentially, or miscommunication potentially, actually is giving you has given you a stronger sense of what it is you want, who it is you are, where you need to apply your energy, and what's really going to help you to feel secure. So let's look at the energy that you're moving into. We've got the 10 of Swords clarified by the 6 of Swords. Okay, well, we couldn't want for a better pair, could we really? Ten of Swords, 6 of Swords. 10 of Swords is this: I'm done thinking about it, I'm done agonizing over it, I've gone through all the effort of trying to work it out, trying to understand, looking at the eventualities, reflecting on my actions, reflecting on her actions, reflecting on his actions, reflecting on my past, reflecting on this. I've done all that I'm done. I'm done with the thinking. You say you're done with the thinking, but there's still this energy of the 2 of Swords here. But the good news is there's also this energy of the 6 of Swords. So there could be some action. I'm not going to tell you what you're going to do. The choice is up to your choice. These are the energies that you're experiencing. In a sense, there's a sense of wanting to move forward, wanting to move on, feeling at peace with what you have gained, with what you have learned, with what you now know, with what you now understand, wanting to move on from the anxiety, the stress, the constant kind of barrage of thoughts about this situation. It'll be interesting to see the outcomes, but the spirit message, it's time for your spirit message, or your message direct from spirit. So confusing, guys. Oh God, let me just be quiet and listen. Okay, I'm going to tell you what they've just said, what I've just heard. Okay, why are you doubting this? The sooner that you can have the conversation, the sooner clarity will come to you. That's the message. Why are you doubting this? Look, he's sleeping. Why are you doubting this? The sooner... Look at him. Take a picture of him. I shouldn't, but anyway. Okay, why are you doubting this? The sooner that you address it, confront it, have the conversation, recognize and acknowledge how you feel, the sooner we can cut this confusion out. That's something that you have to do. It's showing that you have to listen to your intuition, though. You have to go within. You have to be mute. You have to listen to your emotions, as opposed to trying to tell yourself what it is you feel, as opposed to trying to tell yourself and decide, okay, well, I'm over that. This is where I'm at in my life. This is who I am. You've got to listen for the truth. You've got to listen. You've got to be mute. You've got to be silent within yourself to see what is there, because what is inside you is there. What is felt is there. And what is thought is something different. So you have to, in a sense, cut through the confusion, quiet the mind, and just accept what is felt. That is literally the advice, actually. If the supermoon, if you look, read the description box below, or if you saw the post in the community section, which I posted on Monday, you'll see, you can look at it in the community section now, you'll see that that's exactly what it says. Just, you can read it below. That's the message of the full moon. And as we are entering retrograde season, you know, we're in retrograde season now from the 27th, but it kind of ramps up over the next sort of few weeks. So we'll look at that in the astrology video. Anyway, let's look at your outcomes then. Let's look at outcomes for you. We've got the devil. Well, I did talk about the devil. 3 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. Going underground. Going deeper underground. There's still something that you need to see. There's still something that you, a perspective, an idea, a way of thinking about yourself, a way of perceiving a certain situation or circumstance. There is still something that you need to understand. That's a message from spirit. That's the message from your intuition. That's the message from your higher self. That's the message from your divine feminine also. Within you, there is this pain that is an impediment to any situation, to any romantic situation that you might want to find yourself in. And also it can maybe affect or, sorry, that should be effect or infect even other areas of your life, like your self-confidence, like your self-esteem, like your ability to create the things that you want in your life. The feeling powerless, you might feel powerless simply because of, not simply because of, because obviously there's clearly something that you've held on to and something that has an impact on your life. But there's deeper underground, there's something there, in a sense of like, it might be this situation, this circumstance with this other person. You know, you might be like, you know, he never really loved me, like she never really loved me, like whatever, like this is just like, you know, like he was a cheater or she was a liar or whatever it is, right? And it's like, that's what you think the issue is, but actually that's what you've held on to, that as being the issue, or they've held on to it as being the issue. But actually it goes way deeper than that. The issue was nothing to do with them. Of course, it's never anything to do with the other person. It's always you, always. And it's always them, always. It's always me, always, because it's always my lessons, okay? So for you, whatever you're feeling, you want good. You're meant to feel it. Good. Because it's trying to teach you something. It's trying to bring you into awareness. It's trying to get you to cut through the confusion. The pain is not to make you suffer. You are already suffering. We're already suffering, babe. The pain is not to make you suffer. The pain is to help you to see, is to help you to break these chains. You have to go deeper underground in the month of May to really understand what your impediment, that's the word, is. And that's not, an impediment is something that is holding you back, that you do not see, that you cannot recognize. You do not recognize that you are being held back by this old wound. What is this old wound? The devil energy is a slavish commitment to responsibility, to perspectives, to ideas that keep us chained, but eventually lead us to our salvation. So eventually we have got to cut these chains, right? We've got to recognize that this is an illusion. There is no such thing as the devil. The devil is actually a Rudra. A Rudra is a Sanskrit word, and a Rudra is literally means the rampant ego. It's an aspect of the rampant ego, a creation of our rampant ego. We created the devil. You created the devil. So you need to recognize what that is. You need to understand what this impediment is, because it becomes bigger and stronger, the devil, because we ignore this, or because we fail to acknowledge this pain, we fail to acknowledge the old wound. This, over this time period, I feel like there's going to be some balance coming in. I said that the energy is going to be getting lighter, and it doesn't feel lighter to you, right? But this is hope for me. I feel hope when I see these energies here, because I feel the hope. I feel the hopefulness. I feel the let's just get one more card for you. We've got the Six of Pentacles here, which is also balance. The work that you put in will pay off. You will feel strengthened by engaging and reflecting on this work. You will be reflected. You will be stronger. You will be reborn. You will be reborn almost, and you will be able to have new opportunities and go toward success and things that you want to go toward. You know, have the relationships, have the life that you want, but it's going to take work and effort for you to actually just start to understand how this impediment, whatever it is, how this belief, whatever it is, keeps you chained. Because, you know, how does it impact your life? Where does it come from? Because it's kind of like the thing that you're holding on to, what you think is the thing. So he cheated on you, or she cheated on you. Oh my God, like they cheated. Like, oh my God, like he's such an idiot, or she's such an idiot, or whatever. But it's like, mate, that's not the issue. Like, you think it is, but it isn't. I'll just tell you now, it's not. It's not. So what you need to work out the issue is, as in why you're so angry, or why you're so sad, or why you're upset, or why you're depressed. What you're holding on to, why you can't let it go, why you can't let this betrayal go. What you need to recognize, what you need to do, is actually try to understand what the old wound is, what's beneath the ground, okay? Why the tree on the surface, i.e. your pain or your annoyance or whatever it is you're feeling, why this tree grew the way it did. So you need to dig underneath the ground, and you need to go down, and you need to see where these roots lie and where these roots are being fed from. That's what you need to do. Or that's what the energy is on offer for you to do over this time period of May. What the energy that you put in, you will get out in spades. The things that you want, you will receive your victory, but it's through looking and reflecting and putting that energy and effort into understanding you, into understanding this headspace that you've been in, and into understanding the emotional cycles that you've been, and the confusion that have been ongoing for you. Okay, my darling Virgos, I hope you like this reading. Excuse me, please give it a thumbs up. Next week, as I said, we will look into your love situation for May. We'll look at your side, we'll look at their side, and we'll look at outcomes as well. Okay, my darlings, I hope you love this reading. That's it. I'll see you again next week with your brand new readings. Take care, my darlings. Bye.